It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
Sanchez set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to number
A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Run with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 14. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Number 35. Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Patriots nothing.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Moss. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Moss, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Gaskin. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. This is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. This is Gaskin on the carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And to give this time to the tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd down, Tua. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. And Rudolph has it left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Check it back. Check it back. Hey, switch gears.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
The ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Check 26. 36.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. He juked him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 3.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
Their own 36-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And the lead is up to 14.
Kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 24, Patriots 10. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.